Welcome to another episode of IPL Retention Strategy, where we discuss about each team or each franchise in the IPL about what should be their goals in the auction that will happen later this month. I have Siddhant with me, and the team in focus today are the Kolkata Knight Riders, the defending champions.
क्या KKR है तैयार?
क्या था तैयार तभी जीत गए. अब देखना दोबारा तैयारी चल रही है कि नहीं चल
By
रही.
the way, disclaimer guys, disclaimer for all of you who don't know, KKR और लव का आप समझ ही सकते
Match made in cricketing heaven.
Love loves KKR as
Yeah, see, there are a few people, or I may say there is someone in this room who is also a fan of a particular team, but we don't talk about that because that certain someone supports RCB.
I actually am not a fan of any IPL franchise. I support
Every RCB fan says that.
No, I was an RCB fan. No.
RCB colors, you know.
मैं दोस्तों सी सारी बात RCB fan I was, but that was that 2008 when they had that test team only playing T20s for them. Shiv Narayan, Chandar Paul, Wasim, Jafar, Jack Collins. Jack Collins is a great player. All of them great players, but yeah, that team was not tailor-made for. Rahul Dravid played so well next season, and even for RR, Dravid had some good outings. Unfortunately, though, that 2009 season is when I stopped supporting them.
Now. This is
Sorry,
not. This
KKR.
is not RCB.
KKR,
man. Okay, to start things off, KKR का जो defending champions का captain है वही नहीं है. So how is this team shaping up? First of all, we'll talk about their weakness. We'll also talk about the players that should be on KKR's radar going into that auction. But just to start with, how do you see KKR shaping up with all those retentions? Because remember, they have made all 6 of their retentions. They don't have any right to match card going into the auction as well. And they have a purse of 51 crore rupees.
51 crores and 6 retentions. If you can just name out those retentions for people to.
Sure. So KKR has retained Rinku Singh. They have returned Varun Chakravarti, which is a master stroke again. Andre Russell, Sunil Nareen, Harshit Rana, and Ramandeep Singh. I mean, Harshit Rana and Ramandeep Singh, I think brilliant retentions there because both uncapped and doing pretty well. And Ramandeep Singh, we have seen how he's performed for India A as well.
Yeah, but in that Asia Emerging Trophy,
Absolutely.
Very well done.
I thought Russell Nareen to retire वहां से होंगे, so
Russell
Nareen, no prizes for guessing.
Like perennial night riders as you call them. And Rinku Singh expected. I thought good choice also.
Good choice.
That guy deserves such a big amount for all that he has done for KKR.
So, he was retained for 13 crores if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So imagine this. So KKR's highest retention is not even close to a few teams' third or fourth retention.
Yeah, because all of them are very close, right? Varun Chakravarti, Andre Russell,
exactly. But there's this another thing that this tells you about this team, that they made it clear that loyalty is the basis on which you stop or go. If you want to go, you can test out that in the auction, but then loyalty पे हम इतना ही पैसा दे.
See, that's the biggest point I like about KKR. Not many people rate loyalty as highly as KKR. Sunil Narayan, you remember when he had that action problem? They stood by him.
Banned for a year.
They stood by him. Still had him in the squad. Even after he was not taking enough wickets, when he had come back with a different action, slightly different action. That is one. Andre Russell had a terrible injury. He was almost out for one season. Has injury issues even now. But they persisted with Andre Russell, with Sunil Narayan.
Absolutely.
And now you look at Varun Chakravarti also, for that matter, guys. Not to forget, 2020 breakthrough season did extremely well. 2022, I think so, was the worst season for him after the T20 World Cup. If you remember how bad that World Cup was for him. After that, the next IPL season, he took only 6 wickets in 11 matches.
True.
And then still they stood by him. What do you get after that? 2023, that guy took 20 wickets in 14 matches. 2024, when he won the title, he took 21 wickets in 15 games. That is 15, 16, something like that. 15. But
I mean, since a few people.
That is why loyalty matters.
Absolutely, it does. And I think, yes, it's franchise cricket. Most people would argue with the fact that players should make that decision if they want to go into the auction. That's completely fine. But then loyalty any day, I'll take that. Now, since some of the people over here might be wondering that since we are talking about loyalty so much, what happened with Shreyas Iyer? Many actually thought that KKR didn't retain him, but then Venki Masood, their CEO, actually came out and clarified that in one of his interviews, where he said that they wanted to retain KKR, but then they can't stop a particular guy if he wants to check out his market value. So clearly, they I shouldn't call it a fallout, but then KKR didn't actually want to release him, to be honest. But Siddharth, do you feel that it's actually a blessing in disguise because Shreyas Iyer anyway didn't have a very good season, and the
Actually,
domestic season also is not doing pretty well.
it's like a double-edged sword. No, for Ranji, of course, he's doing
Yeah, he
really
scored
well.
a double hundred
No,
now.
but
Yes,
see, Shreyas Iyer has proven pedigree. The guy has played for Team India also. We saw what he did in the ODI World Cup as well. Nobody scored as many runs as
the
he had
ODI
done
is
in
correct.
that position. And the way he played, even in that semi-final against New Zealand, I think Iyer can be a match winner. He's an explosive batter, but that's secondary. I think primary aspect with Iyer was captain. Okay.
True.
And that is where I think it's a double-edged sword that okay, maybe the batter wasn't as great as you would have wanted him to be, but as captain, Iyer won you a title after 10 long years, after 1 decade. Now
So
now you will have to go out in the auction because
I agree, but
even
it's not KKR's fault because they
no,
actually
it's
wanted
not
to
K.
retain him. But I feel that actually Shreyas Iyer needed KKR more than KKR needed him. You know why? Because here's a franchise who's known to back their players. Shreyas
Always.
Iyer, given the fact that he hasn't had such a good success in T20 cricket, I think KKR would have been the best place for him to stay because he was captaining the side. They were champions. His cricket would have improved there because for a see, he knew that they would back him, right?
But who would they have not retained if they would have gotten him? Maybe Harshit Rana, Ramandeep Singh, they would have anyway gone at the auction and bought them, perhaps.
Yeah,
But look at this. Shreyas Iyer maybe wanted to go out in the auction and find his price, perhaps. That is
clearly,
okay.
clearly.
But at the end of the day, you lost out on a captain. And right now, in terms of replacement, I think this will be the biggest talking point for KKR, that how do you do one better after you win a title and you don't have your captain also.
Because that's the thing. When you think about KKR's weakness, see, they are the champions, right? And it's not like it was a fluke season. They dominated
No,
the
they were
season.
really good.
So when you think about their weakness, it's actually the captain now because, and to some extent, their coaching staff because most of the cream is gone.
No Abhishek Nair, Gautam Gambhir की तो बात भी नहीं करूंगा, मेरे को सबको पता ही है. No Abhishek Nair also. So
Tender Scotta.
Ryan Tenduscarte also is not there. So yeah, Gautam Gambhir has taken a big chunk with him. It's like कि अरे इधर तुम भी आ जाओ, तुम भी आ जाओ, तुम भी आ जाओ.
Was Mone Mokal also with KKR?
No, Mone Mokal was with LSG.
With LSG.
With
Right?
LSG. So the thing is, I'm not too sure what's gonna happen in terms of captaincy. Love the first pick, whoever, their purse is also not, they don't have a huge purse. First, they have to figure out who's going to be their captain. Are they going to look within?
Actually,
Are they going to look within?
I don't think so because
Can
see,
Rinku Singh be a choice? Because see, Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell, I really don't think they should be allowed to perform as they want to perform, as simple performers in your team. I
no,
think
but
captaincy
also
pressure should fall on somebody else.
also the fact that look at Sunil Nareem's age and also Andre Russell's age for that matter, plus injury concerns.
Then Rinku
And
is
on top
perfect.
of it, no, so I'll come to Rinku Singh again. So also the fact that in a season when Shreyas Iyer got injured, they went ahead with Nitish Rana as their
Yeah.
captain. In that
Vice
season as
captain.
well, they had an option of making Sunil Nareen the captain, but they didn't. So they know for a fact that he's not captaincy material because anyway, let's be honest, he doesn't express anyway. So your
Straight face,
non-expressive
straight
captain
face
won't win
Narayan.
an IPL.
I think so.
guys.
The only time I saw him smile was when he won the IPL title, and somebody said, "Boss, you won the IPL title," and he's like,
Yeah, that happens.
"That's
That's Sunil Nareen for you.
that's straight face Narayan."
But
So
then I don't think Rinku Singh should be appointed captain either because that will take
no
away the
experience as such.
I
No,
mean,
no one
I'm all in for
experience.
young captains, but then I think Rinku Singh, the kind of player that he is and bats down the order, I think he should focus on his batting. I mean, that's my personal opinion. Rinku Singh cannot captain a
That
side at this.
the
this
Rinku
age.
Russell combine along with Ramandeep, the three R's,
True.
RRR, वो मचा सकते हैं धमाल next level. When it comes to
ये rhyme हुआ
finishing.
नहीं.
नहीं मतलब मैं I
कर भी
was
नहीं
not
रहा.
trying to rhyme.
Then it's
So
okay.
मतलब I am saying कि the three of them can add so much firepower, okay? And Ramandeep Singh is very underrated, guys. I think KKR
I
have
loved him
KKR
last
have
year,
retained him for a
absolutely.
reason. We saw glimpses of it with
Hey, that
KKR.
guy bowls well.
He can bowl, he
bats well,
fields, he's a
explosive.
great fielder.
Exactly.
He's a great fielder.
Top gun fielder.
Actually, if you have to look at it now, that Punjab state team has got so many great players. अब like आप नमनधीर को ले लो, आप किसी और को उठा लो, मतलब कोई मुंबई इंडियंस के लिए खेल रहा है, कोई केकेआर के लिए खेल रहा है. So there is a lot of players who have done well from the Punjab state team and doing great for the IPL franchises
right.
also. But
So,
love captain.
So,
Captain.
Here's the thing. You'll probably have a couple of guys in the IPL auction. Rishabh Pant is one of them. KL Rahul is the other. And teams will actually go after both of them to make them captains. And even if not captains, we know for a fact that Punjab Kings is after Rishabh Pant. We know for a fact that RCB will be after KL Rahul. And KKR with their limited purse, I don't think that they can actually win that bidding war against those two sides.
Yeah.
You cannot spend that much on any of those guys because, hello, just over a 50 crores.
So you got to rule them out in a way.
You have to rule them out. You have to
out.
rule them out. They'll probably.
KL Rahul, by the way, he keeps saying KL Rahul, I'm not so sure how big a price he'll fetch. But at the end of the day, I'm not too sure whether they are also looking at KL Rahul as an option altogether.
See, they'll have to keep that option open as well. You're right, actually. If RCB doesn't go beyond a certain price for KL Rahul, KKR might actually go for him. But that's the completely auction thing.
Debatable.
We have to wait and watch.
Debatable.
But then on the table, as of now, what KKR would be planning for, they have two choices now. Either they would have to make a young captain, a new captain, or they would have to bring back Nitish Rana and give him the captaincy reins because he actually knows the team lineup, the team composition. He has that chemistry with them because he has captained for KKR in that season where Shreyas Iyer was injured. Yes, they didn't do very well there, but then they don't have any other option as of now.
See, I'm not too sure whether Nitish Rana.
Even I'm not sure. But then that's the muddle that they are in.
Yeah, captains. I think it's so difficult to predict who's going to be the next captain because see, they're going to get some players at the auction. Maybe they'll make one of them the captain.
Exactly.
Maybe they'll look within and say, Rinku, why not? I still think maybe you never know.
Okay, what if they get Phil Salt?
If they get Phil Salt, see, by the way, I'm not sure how many of you know, Phil Salt has got some captaincy experience also. He's the vice captain. Basically, when Josh Butler was injured, Phil Salt was captaining the side. So Phil Salt can actually be a great choice, but I'm not too sure whether KKR, because without any RTM card anymore, Phil Salt, with the kind of form he is in, he's been scoring hundreds, 300s in 5 T20 internationals, even though he scored a duck in that second T20 against the West Indies.
But let's be honest, he was trying to go after the bowler and he got
But Phil Salt, in the kind of form he is in, and now he's a proven player in the IPL. What he did for KKR, now people know that, boss, he can perform here. I think KKR might not be able to get him.
यार फिर लेंगे किसको?
पता
नहीं ले सकते, राहुल नहीं ले सकते. Venkatesh Iyer, definitely they are getting back. I'm telling you this. I can give you this in writing. Venkatesh Iyer will play for KKR. They will get him by hook or by
even
hook.
he is not captaincy material.
He is not captaincy material, but I feel that Phil Salt भाई वापस लाओगे इस तरह मुझे नहीं पता. Phil Salt मुझे वापस.
Phil Salt and Sunil Narine, that pairing at the top did
wonders. My God.
Sunil Narine
will probably have to go for Ramonullah Gurbaz once again.
Sunil Narine was a completely different player last season. And I think a lot of credit has to also go to his partner Phil Salt because.
But I feel Siddhanta, I know that we can't have that discussion right now, but then there are two schools of thought for that as well. Because Sunil Narine, listen, he never got a 15 any other league, but then got hundreds here. That tells you about the wickets about in the IPL. But yes, that's a debate for some other day.
We
have that when IPL starts.
But irrespective of that, love, genuinely. You let us know in the comments who you think should be KKR's next captain. And mind you, make sure Rishabh Pant choice, if you're going to make choices like that, please understand that there are teams like Punjab and RCB with a much bigger purse, and they can very well outspend a team like KKR.
Absolutely. And this is a very technical question and only people with the greatest cricket minds can, I think,
be
able to comment on this.
Even if they go back to their older players, okay, guys who are playing for them any which way, who among them do you think can be the next KKR captain? That also I want to know if it comes down to that.
And also,
who else are going to be they targeting? Phil Salt, one choice, yes, for sure.
Phil Salt, Venkatesh Iyer, I say get back Stark as well.
Nitish, Stark you're not getting, boss.
Yeah, for a for a lower price, why not? I think that's why they
Even
have released him, right?
They have released him because let's
But
face
they'll
it,
try and get
24,
him back.
24 CR you're not spending at a
Not at
mega
all,
auction.
not at all, not at all.
Also, KKR now cannot afford to spend 24 CR any which way. What they're gonna look at, maybe Stark around 12, 13 crores at max. At max. Because other you have to form a squad also, need to have 4 or 5 great backups also to just your 11.
Yep.
So I think they're gonna be looking at. I'm not sure whether they'll get Stark also.
So by that logic, you
पंजाब के पास ये भी चला जाएगा.
So by that logic, you'll say that they'll not be able to get Arshdeep Singh as well.
Arshdeep can be a great. Arshdeep also difficult.
See, na khele.
No, so I'll tell you what. Either it'll be like they go big on 2 players. Okay, very big on 2 players.
Okay.
Around 15 crores each, and rest use all the money that's left to build a squad around it, which will not have any big names, by the way.
See,
Scouting will also matter.
Need
I'm
someone
sure.
to lead that bowling pack as well. They have Harshit Rana now.
But
yes, Andre Russell also bowls pace.
But Harshit Rana and Andre Russell are not the leader of the pack.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that they need someone at the helm, right? So Arshdeep, they'll have to go big on a couple of players. Yeah, they
one fast bowler for sure. I think their biggest 2 picks. One will be captain. One will be a fast bowler.
Because spin is not a concern for them. वो तो भाई best spinners रख लिए हैं. और I feel that
two spinners, they'll anyway like 8 overs done and dusted with Sunil Narine, Varun Chakravarti. Varun Chakravarti in the form of his life right now, the way he's bowling, he's virtually unplayable. So a master stroke at that.
And you have Venkatesh Iyer, you have Ramandeep Singh, all rounders. You have Andre Russell, all rounder.
Yeah, but
everyone can bowl for you.
But Venkatesh Iyer
bowls a couple of overs.
You
remember once India thought
next
of him as
Hardik Pandya. No, I'm saying
but he did very well in county cricket.
Venkatesh Iyer they could target as somebody they could get back. But
Venkatesh Iyer is in very good form in county cricket.
यार मेरा तो अभी भी वही कहते हैं ना सुई अटक जाती है वो कैप्टनसी में सुई अटके जा रही है
आगे बढ़ो अभी केकेआर की भी सुई कैप्टन पे अटकी हुई है बट हमें आगे बढ़ना है
yes so who can be other options Arshdeep Singh you talked about
Arshdeep Singh yes I feel that yes bowlers there are plenty of bowlers see it's the mega auction
also let's not forget
Siraj, you have Bhuvneshwar Kumar you have a lot of Indian
another international player who might go a little under the radar but now his auction price would have increased in the last 3-4 days is Gerard Coetzee. Okay, that guy can bowl at some immense pace, okay, and he can hit sixes. Essentially, Mumbai Indians saw that last year. He was bowling well for them also, even though he went for some runs, but he's a wicket taker. We are seeing that against India also. He bowls top-notch pace. And that guy can actually smash big sixes.
So that's the thing.
So you can target. I'm saying players like these can also go under the radar also.
True. So that's the thing. Whenever someone starts to perform against India at the time of auction, he automatically generally
always
gets a big price.
Not generally, always gets a big price.
That happens every time, right?
So maybe that is how.
I feel if they don't probably get Phil Salt, they'll probably go for someone like a Quinton de Kock as well.
Quinton de Kock. Nice.
I think similar players, right?
Quinton
wicket keeper as well, explosive opener. So possibly, if they don't get Phil Salt.
You see how many wicket keepers or openers now? Phil Salt, Josh Butler. Butler is also.
Yeah, Butler
नहीं आएगा. Butler भी out. मतलब उनके
out of contention है.
Reach से बाहर है.
वो top 5 most expensive players में जाएगा. KKR cannot get him. I think, but
Quinton de Kock.
यार will do that in some other team as well. Leave some players for others as well.
Quinton de Kock, I agree, has a better chance. मतलब he will be at a lower price than Josh Butler.
Absolutely.
That is true. So maybe Quinton de Kock is the way to go. And we know Quinton de Kock is also a great batter. But I think that right-left combination they need. Sunil Narine, Quinton de Kock, both lefties. Maybe not.
But another guy that I feel that KKR should target is Ankrish Raghuvanshi.
Ankrish Raghuvanshi, you know.
Remember the last season that he had?
No, he
such technically sound kid. And he smashed the bowlers.
Who he idolizes?
Surya Kumar Yadav.
Shubman Gill.
Shubman Gill. But the shots that he play, all 360-degree shots, I think, भाई जो उसने पेसर को ऐसे करके पीछे 6 मारा था ना, I think you guys can search for that video online as well.
Raghuvanshi, under 19 guy who came to the fore during the under-19 days, and then suddenly is now playing state team
But what
cricket
great
also.
scouting team this KKR side
So that's why
has, right?
I'm saying ki we don't even know, they might come up with 2-3 players
They
who
might.
who cost them around 20 lakhs, like uncapped players of course, and suddenly you're like, oh ye kya gazab khel raha hai yaar ye aadmi.
But Angrek Raghuvanshi is a
Yeah.
talent to
Last
behold.
year nobody thought they were going to give him chances. First of all, that guy came into the side. I remember that 1 6 he hit over mid wicket. Okay, I was like, "Bhag kya chakka mara yaar ladke ne." Oh.
I remember that reverse sweep to a pacer and that went for a six. Amazing
So
guy.
I think KKR will, and a lot of teams do it because they are a well settled team. They might go into the auction and at least get those players who might not fetch such high prices but were important to their stability last
Absolutely.
season. So that is what KKR could also do, and loyalty. As I kept saying, there are two teams that value loyalty quite a bit. Mumbai used to do it as well. When Ishan Kishan, they had made a promise to him that they will go for him at the auction, and went berserk at the auction to get him over 20
Also
crores.
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan to an extent, yes, and
Rajasthan
KKR.
actually built that culture to begin with, right? Where they actually backed young players at the time when Dravid was the captain.
Yeah.
But then again,
But
in this
no,
season
but a
as
lot
well,
of players have gone out also. But for me,
but
KKR,
yes,
loyalty
we'll
factor.
obviously talk about Rajasthan Royals in another video as well when you talk about their retentions and auction strategy. But then just one line over here. Since
कितना
we're
बात कर
talking
गए
about
यार? I am
Rajasthan,
just looking at the time. Oh my god!
that's what KKR does
so
to you.
much
Yeah, so just
conversation about
one
KKR.
line over for Rajasthan. They also made all six retentions, right? And Rayan Parag is one of them, a complete total product of Rajasthan. So they're
Yeah.
also up for building talent.
Before last year, all of us were calling Rajasthan out for having Riyan Parag in the squad and the side and say, what are they doing? Why do they have
But
him?
then he plays for India now.
And then he plays for India now. Any which way, looking at other options, Love, do you have anyone else you think? I'll tell you what. With KKR, I think they need middle order. People like Nitish Rana, Venkatesh Iyer, and all. Because see, Narayan is there. One opener you will get, whoever fills Salt, Quinton de Kock, maybe Ishan Kishan also they'll bid for. Who knows?
They have finishers.
Even though I think Ishan Kishan is going to Gujarat Titans, but that's separate. They have finishers. They have three finishers. They have Andre Russell, Rinku Singh, and Ramandeep. So they have three finishers. They have one pacer, two spin department also sorted, finishing department also sorted. I think the biggest factor is middle order, number 3, 4, and perhaps 5 if you are having 3, 4. 5, 6, 7 to
Yes, I think we've got all the bases covered.
Yeah,
and
so
if
3, 4
anyone
and 2 paces. You need 2 good paces.
If
What about somebody like a Trent Bolt? He might not get a huge price, but power play.
I think Rajasthan is going to
amazing.
go for him. I mean, they want him back.
Okay, no more talk about Rajasthan. No more talk about Rajasthan.
Is this actually a discussion about KKR or Rajasthan?
KKR
We've converted it into a Rajasthan Royals
But
discussion.
guys, I hope you liked our content. We have been doing this. This is our 4th video in this series, IPL auction strategy. If you haven't seen those earlier ones, if you like this content, please do check those out. Also, we did RCB already, Gujarat Titans and Punjab Kings. So,
but we loved your comments.
We loved your comments.
Them coming.
Thank you so much for those valuable comments. It encourages us, as I always say. It made me feel so good. I came to office today and I told Love, did you read the comments?
Yeah,
I said, made my day. So thank you so much for those lovely comments, and we'll keep doing this. We'll keep doing these videos for you.
And even if you don't agree with a certain point,
please do let us know your opinion.
Criticizing us, that is also completely welcomed till the point it's constructive.
Yeah,
I mean, we are totally up for it.
And non-abusive. and no dislike, guys. No dislikes.
Yeah. Do like our videos, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what should be an ideal KKR 11 after they have won the title. Let's not forget, in the next season, they'll be the defending champions.
Champions without a captain.
So without a captain right now.
But then do also let us know which team's strategy do you want in the next video. We'll probably bring that up in the next video. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. A longer video, but then worth it.